Hello, everyone. I don't know who's going to be watching this today, nor do I really care if people tune in or not. I personally wanted to get this video out and onto my channel. I cleaned out my doll room. I organized a bunch of my dolls, cleaned out my doll room, cleaned out my doll office where I work on dolls and fix dolls up and resell dolls on Mercari. So here I'm gonna talk about my big giant dolls like Patty Playpal, Toodles, Cupie, just all my giant dolls. They range from the year 1953 through the year 1978. 78 is my newest doll, and then 53 is my oldest big doll. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first one that I have to talk about today is Sweet Sue from American Character Doll Company. They came out with this giant doll, and it was the first of its kind in the early 50s. And it actually is the doll that inspired Patty Playpal. So this one came out in 1953, and she has posable arms and limbs, which is really cool. She can hold on to things, which I love that part about her. She can also sit and then bend her knees, which is another really cool thing about her. If I can get her to bend. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. I don't know if I want to, because I'm scared, because she's so old. She's from 53, so she's like 10 years older than most of these. But yeah, so this would be my oldest big doll, and the first of her kind, and the precursor for Patty Playpal. So she is 31 inches tall, 1953. All right, who do I want to do next? All right, next, I know who I want to do. Hi, everyone. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Bruce. I'm doing a live on my big dolls just to get it out and onto my channel because I have so many of them. So I'm like one of the only people with dolls like this. And I'm like, how come there's no one else, no YouTube creators with dolls like this that I can watch? So I'm like, why don't I be that YouTube creator? So this one is Toodles from 1960 with strawberry blonde hair, but she has these special follow me eyes. Actually, she's 1961. 1960 would be the baby version. But she has the special follow me eyes, and she follows you across the room and will look at you, which is really cool and kind of creepy. I like creepy. Creepy is fun. So yeah, she'll follow you across the room. So I've owned 4 or 5 of these. I've sold 3, and then I kept the 2 that I really liked. And they're 2 of my favorite dolls because they're so creepy and cute but creepy. And the eyes follow you across the room because they're set so far back into the eye socket. So that's Toodles. Let me set her aside. There. All right, next one. This one is the brunette version. And same thing, follow me eyes, 1961. She's the big sister Toodles. 30 inches tall, worth a lot of money. If you find them cheap, get them, snag them, because they're extremely rare. And what happens oftentimes is the eyes turn yellow. So the 2 that I have don't have yellowed eyes. The 3 that I sold had yellowed eyes. So that's why I didn't keep those 3. You cannot fix them once their eyes go yellow. All right. So last of the Toodles Baby. This one is 28 inches. and she's a big girl. Probably my favorite baby doll, and I just like her because she's really fat. So fat, chubby, cute. All right, next one. I have Saucy Walker. She's 28 inches tall. She's the cousin of Patty Play Pal. She came out in 1960. And I don't know. I found her for really, really, really cheap. I think she was like $20. So I got really lucky. So yeah, that's Saucy Walker. All right, this next one is really fun. This one is Giant. Do you already see the eyes? They're so creepy. Giant baby Kewpie, and she squeaks. So the original Kewpie is a cartoon made in the 1900s. So like 1900 by a lady named Rose O'Neill. And then so they took those illustrations and they started making dolls. Bisque dolls, composition dolls, and like vinyl dolls. So I just so happen to have Giant Kewpie, the biggest size Kewpie you can buy. And then I gave her a little Kewpie to hold. So that's Kewpie. All right, the next one I have is special because this is E.G. or Goldberger's Annette, but this is the very first African American doll with real African American features on a big doll. So she came out in 1968, and that's kind of during the time they had the war on segregation, like they were ending segregation, and so in America things were really tough and complicated, and they didn't have a lot of African American dolls yet, but she just so happens to be one of the very first of her kind, and I find her beautiful. I put this ponytail extension on her. I just wanted to make her a little different, and yeah, I really like her. I think she's awesome. She's a piece of history. And then here's a super fat one from 1978 from Eugene Doll Company. I really love this one because there's not a lot of African American big dolls out there, and they didn't make a lot of variations because the vinyl, they didn't just paint the vinyl, they had to mix the coloring in it to make that color for the doll. So, of course, they didn't make as many. So I'm just happy to have her. And she's really chubby, chunky, cute. She's called Baby 2-Year-Old by Eugene Doll Company. And she's 30 inches tall. All right, I think we can get to the nitty-gritty. I have a lot of these Patty Play Pals. I have more over there too. I need to take those down. Well, so this one just so happens to be a really rare shade of hair. It's called Black Cherry, and it's like a dark brown with a reddish tint to it. And they were much harder to come by, and I'm just happy that I have two. I don't just have one, I have two. So that's really exciting for me. I have 15 Patty Play Pal dolls from Ideal Doll Company. They range from the year 1959 through 64. 64 is when they stopped making them, and then they resurged them. They remade them in the 1980s, And I don't like that version because she's like orange with this really light platinum blonde hair, and it just doesn't look right. And they cheapened the materials. She's softer. Her eyes don't open and close. I just don't like her. I think they shortchanged people because they do that. Here, I'm gonna move it over. There. I think I forgot to show these ones. This is Thirsty Walker from 1964. And she holds a bottle, and she can drink a bottle. But I made her hold a Cupid doll. Okay, so these are some of my favorite Patty Play Pal dolls over here. Starting off, of course, with Sir Peter. Peter Play Pal himself, he's worth like almost $1,000 because they didn't make as many of him, so he's rare, and you can't just find body parts to fix him. So mine has all complete parts, no cracks, none of that. He's redhead Peter Play Pal, and I'm really happy to have him. Who do we have? Okay. We got some of my favorites here. This one is a baby face Patty Play Pal, which means underneath the chin, if you touch right here, you can feel a ridge, and so she technically has like a double chin. And she was made later by Vincent D. Filippo, whereas the original Patty Play Pal 1959 is made from Neil Eastern. Neil Eastern made Abraham Lincoln Monument, and he made the Eleanor Roosevelt Monument. And then Vincent D. Filippo made the statue of Mother Teresa. So they're both really talented sculptors. So technically, I look at all of these as like art pieces, as sculptures. They each have different faces, and especially with the Ideal Patty Play Pal, they're all hand painted. The eyes are like put in by hand. Everything was done very carefully. So each one of them has their own character, and they all look different. They all have different hair colors and stuff. But unfortunately, she didn't come in African American. So that's where Princess Peggy comes in. Princess Peggy is made from Horseman Doll Company. They wanted to compete with Patty Play Pal, but offer her at a more affordable price and with more skin tones, which I don't know why Ideal didn't have more skin tones, but they have African American version, so I had to buy her. I love her. She's gorgeous, and she has long hair. And then I have one in the corner that's like slightly similar, but she's from NASCO Doll Company, and I just like I don't like the Caucasian looking African American dolls with like the thin lips. I have one like that, and she's not my favorite, but I like it when they have the bigger, more fuller lips because it looks more authentic. Yeah, that's those two. This one's my 1959 version of Patty, and she has swivel wrists, which are really fun, really cute. And then her arms are blow mold, so they're really soft because I think they're supposed to be hollow. I don't know why they didn't make them vinyl, but the wrists are vinyl, so that's cool. I have my very favorite Patty Play Pal right here. Sorry for all the noise. My phone keeps going off. I don't know why. But this one is the blonde pullback hair Patty Play Pal. And she just looks perfect. So she's like mint condition. Gorgeous looking. Let me move the light. Is my camera messing up? Can you guys see better? There, I can see it. Do you see it now? Got it. Better the video quality. Okay, good, perfect. Glad the quality's gotten better. It's the lighting because there's a window behind these, so the lighting was kind of crappy with the window behind all of it. Okay. Oh, I haven't showed this off. This is Blythe. She has really cute big eyes. She came out in the 1970s for only 1 year. I think it was 71 or 72. Then they discontinued her. I got mine online. It's like a copy version, but she's just so cute. Some girls buy like really expensive makeup. Some girls buy designer handbags. Some get their hair bleached every month. I buy dolls. So yeah, I have a Vincent D. Filippo version of the Carrot Top. So she's a later Patti LaBelle, like from '64. And I can really tell that she's not as old as the rest because her eyes are in really good condition still. So that part's really nice. Anyway, so I did this live kind of quickly because I wanted to talk about my dolls for a little bit, and then I wanted to say that I am going to start filming doll videos and perfume videos again, and I'm not going to be live streaming anymore. I don't think the live streaming is really for me, like when I'm live streaming on other platforms, if that makes sense. There's a lot of drama that's involved in that world, and I'm gonna be like changing my life around, doing a lot of different things, and so I don't need that in my life anymore. So now it's just gonna be content instead of just messing around on live streams. So I hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu, really quick live, and I'll see you guys around.